What's up, guys? It's Swish the Knife, and today I'm bringing you guys another commentary about feeds, knifing community, and all that good stuff. Um, Mainly is going to be talking about the knifing community in general and feeding and montages. There's been a lot of stuff on my mind recently about this, and I really wanted to make a commentary for a long time about this as well. You guys see me argue about this on Twitter all the time, and say like I'm gonna do a commentary about this, but I never do. But here it is, and I really wanted to touch on this topic. But if you guys agree with me, let me know. Again, this is all opinion based. This is just what I think. I think the knifing community has just gone to shit. I don't know what happened. You know, um, it's just been crazy. Like people nowadays are starting to judge each other based off of their clips. People are like arguing back and forth, especially clans. I see a lot of clans nowadays just arguing to each other. There's so many knifing clans out there now. There's like a total of like 20 knifing clans. Not even that, maybe even more or less even. Um, when I started knifing, which was back in 2013, I started knifing mid 2012, but I didn't officially join the community until like early 2013. But back in the day, people went for clips for fun. I remember there was no such thing as standards. I remember like whenever you hit a clip, it was a good clip. People thought, hey, that's a good clip. There wasn't no arguing back and forth like, hey, you can't use that clip. That sucks. You're not good enough for that. you know? And I remember All or Nothing was played, even though I don't consider All or Nothing real knifing. Everyone played it back in the day. People used that clips, which I didn't agree, but you guys get the point. Back in 2013, things were a lot different, and people did it for fun. But now, it's just gone to complete shit. Like, I don't understand the logic when people say you can't use a quad stab, and then when you see another guy that tosses like 2 3 stun grenades on the drop zone and gets a quad TK and quad projectile, any quad projectile. Like, I don't get that. You can't use a quad projectile. You could use a quad projectile, but you can't use a quad stab. Like, I don't get the logic there. I mean, I know a quad stab is easy. It is difficult in some games, but at the same time, you're tossing like 50 stuns on the drop zone or the B flag, or like grouped up enemies, you just stun them like non-stop. You know, I don't get the logic between that. That's what's kind of been on my mind lately. Like, the clips and standards, it's just crazy. You know, and another thing is that montages have lost variety. When I say this, like every time I watch a knifer's montage, whether it be an episode on his channel or some knifers introducing to a clan, I see the same clip over and over again. And it's so repetitive that I just don't even watch knifing montages anymore. Except from people that I know that put out good quality montages with lots of variety. But now there is no variety. Like most knifers nowadays, they put up the same clips over and over again. And by this I mean, oh, Black Ops clips, quad tomahawk on summit, like I haven't seen that like the 50th time. Or on Black Ops 2, when people like stun 2 3 times on grind or raid, and they hit that quad axe or quad skewer on the same spot that everyone has hit before. It's so repetitive now. Like, it's so boring to watch knifing montages with all those same clips being used over and over again by the same people. Like that's been hit before like 50 times. You know, I liked it back then when montages had variety. Back in 2013, montages had quad stabs. I remember you could use that. I remember montages had mixed feeds. I remember you could use triple TKs. Even in search and destroy knifing, like you have to have standards of over like triples. Like, you can't use triples in search and destroy anymore. I mean, it's search and destroy. It's a really hard game mode to knife in. And you can't use triples. Like, I don't get that logic there. Um, but it's just, we just lost variety. There's no fun in watching montages anymore. Everyone uses the same clip, and it's just getting really repetitive. You know, um, back in the day, like people didn't really go for quad projectiles. Back in the day, like that was like a dream clip to most people. And it's boring to watch the same people hit the same clips on the same spot, and it's really starting to bug me. You know, like I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it's on like every Knifer's episode or introducing to a clan. You know, but I just think that we should like balance it out. We should use like different clips from now. I know no one's gonna listen to me, but there's just my logic on it. We should try to use different standards. No knifer has like any reason to bash someone on using a certain clip. And everyone has their own standards. Like me, when I get a montage clip, a quad is a quad. Like any quad is really skillful. Even a quad stab. A quad stab with a ballistic knife is really hard to do. Even on Modern Warfare 2, because that game is so hacked. Like, it's really hard to get a clip in that game either way. But even in Modern Warfare 3, because a lot of people don't play that game because they know how hard it is to hit that perfect projectile feed. Everyone just goes for the quad throwing that feed, but they know how hard it is to hit on Modern Warfare 3. So what they do, they just like double stun on drop zone, like over and over again. That's what they do. But that's the logic I don't get. We just lost variety in montages, and I just wish that we could just go back and just hit like whatever clip we want. No knifer should ever judge another knifer's montage, especially if that knifer who's judging another knifer just started knifing in like 2014 and the other knifer is like an OG knifer who's been knifing since like 2012 or 2011 or even before. Like it's just so many newbie knifers nowadays. It's crazy. And I have the conception like it's like we're trying to become like the sniping community. It's like we're trying to copy the snipers and we're trying to like be like them. Everyone's doing like the same content. Like, oh, kill races. Like I haven't seen that before. Or what is it called? Road to a feed. Like I haven't seen that before, a lot of times, Cut comms. Everyone's doing cut comms. I gotta admit, cut comms are pretty entertaining, but it gets boring to watch over time, Like when everyone's doing it, it gets kind of repetitive, I still like to do these regular commentaries. I think they're still enjoyable because I just sit back, relax. You guys watch the gameplay, and I just talk to you guys on a certain topic because I still think commentaries are still a thing, and I think there needs to be a balance between all of this. I think that bank shotting needs to be more out there because I think bank shotting is like a lot more creative. It needs more exposure. Because feeds are just oversaturated in this community. And I think there needs to be a balance between commentaries and gameplays and bank shotting and feeds. For right now, feeds are all over the place. And people are going to say, like, Switch, it's just a game. Why are you taking this seriously? Well, if this is just a game, why are we, like, all, like, spending so much time, like, hitting clips all the time? Why are we spending so much time hitting that perfect clip or getting good gameplays? I mean, I guess it's more than just a game, right? But overall, I think montages need to have more variety again. Right now, the knifing community is just overwhelmed with feeds and arguing back and forth. And I think there needs to be a balance between everything. I went 29-6 in this knife only gameplay. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm out. Peace.